You want them fancy things? You want it all?
I want it all. Money, fast cars, diamond rings, gold chains, and champagne.
Shit, every damn thing.
I want it all. Houses, expenses, my own business, a truck.
Hi, I'm Alex.
And I'm Philip.
And we teach you what you need to know about your personal finances using words that you can understand without boring you to death.
Because adulting shouldn't suck. If you're new to our channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the comments below. Let us know what you want.
In this video, we're going to cover 8 different things to avoid that can ruin you financially in your 20s.
You'll be paying for that stuff in your 30s too, if you do it wrong enough.
And to be honest, neither of us are perfect. We've made a combination of these errors throughout our 20s. So we're just trying to help you avoid some of these same errors in judgment that we've made. And hopefully make your life a little bit easier.
Yeah! Mistake to avoid number 1. Expensive relationships. Don't try to portray a lifestyle that you can't afford. Be honest and be realistic with yourself. I mean, don't go broke trying to look cool. Okay? If you're a chick or a dude that's dating somebody that always wants you to pay for everything when you guys are going out, I mean, if you can't afford it, don't do it. Trying to impress people just puts added pressure on yourself and your self-esteem.
Date somebody that you can actually afford that's within your budget.
And if she's not, or he's not, just accept they're out of your league, bro.
Second thing to avoid in your 20s is buying an expensive car. Stay within your budget and drive something you can actually afford. I personally drove a 2002 Honda Civic for years. It was paid off, it was cheap, it was reliable. I freaking hated that car because I felt like a gorilla in a clown car, but it got me where I needed to go, and I could put away money in my 401k in my early 20s when I was broke and didn't have a whole lot anyways.
New cars cost anywhere from $20,000 to $50,000, and they can go way up beyond that. And right when you buy them, they immediately depreciate in value, which means their value goes down. I'm not gonna lie though, I'm gonna buy that Cybertruck. Yes, I am. Yep. But I'm also a grown-up and I can afford it. So, you know, America.
The more expensive your car is, the more you're going to pay for insurance too. And according to bankrate.com, I went to their auto loan calculator to get these numbers, and we're going to say you get a car for 6% interest in your early 20s, which probably isn't going to happen. It's probably going to be more than that, but I'm going to say you get it for 6% because that's pretty low for a 20-year-old. Here's the numbers I pulled up. A $20,000 car payment is going to run you $387 a month. $25,000 car payment can be $483 a month. $30,000 car payment is going to be $580 a month. And a $35,000 car payment is going to be $677 a month.
That's not including insurance or gas, which, you know, typically on average, what? Say insurance is like $150.
At least.
You know, you're probably going to spend $150 in fuel a month if you don't drive a lot.
So you're talking anywhere from, I don't know, $500 to at least over $800 a month, depending on what range you go for that. So that's why expensive cars in your early 20s is a big mistake.
Ride a bus.
Or a bike.
Or an electric scooter.
Or use your feet.
Or a car you can afford.
Weird.
Potential mistake number 3. Moving in with your boyfriend or your girlfriend. More times than not, this ends badly. I mean, it sounds like a great idea. You guys already spend so much time together. You guys would save money, etc., etc. But what happens when you guys break up? You know, somebody's going to get left high and dry. They're going to get stuck paying all of the rent, all of the utilities. What if you can't afford it? Right? Now, you go to collections, you get evicted. You know, let's say you guys join up on bank accounts, or you guys put each other on each other's cell phone bills. You know, now somebody's got to get a new cell phone number because they broke up, or the person took all the money out of the bank account and then they broke up. You know, just got to think about that type of stuff. It's a crazy world out there.
Nobody ever thinks it's going to happen to them until it happens to them.
Yup.
And I know a lot of people that it happened to. Fourth mistake that you can make is not putting money into your retirement account when you're young. Because time is on your side. Everybody thinks that when they retire, they're gonna ride off into the sunset, they're gonna have everything paid for, they're gonna be able to travel, and just enjoy the good life now that they don't have to work anymore. But reality says otherwise. According to the Social Security Administration, out of 100 people, 1 at the age of retirement will be rich. The next 5 will be retired and financially stable and be able to get by just fine. The next 10 people will be dead. Yeah, it's kind of morbid. After that, the next 25 will have to continue working because Social Security is not enough to get by on when you're old, so they're gonna have to keep working even though they don't want to in order to get by. After that, the last 59 out of 100, they gotta depend on government programs to get by and friends and family just to make it. Man, that sounds so depressing, but it's true. Don't look at what you see on social media and Instagram and think that's what reality's like. Those are hard numbers that came from the Social Security Administration, and that's a fact.
Don't be like the majority of Americans. Start early and avoid being in that bottom 94% of society when it's time to retire.
If you start early when you're 18 and all you ever do is put away $50 a month in a Roth IRA, what that is a whole nother video, but if you put that 50 bucks away every month until you're 65, according to bankrate.com's retirement calculator, by the time you're 65, you'll have over $575,000 if you get the industry average of 10% for a rate of return on your investments. That's not like terribly low, it's not super high, it's the average. If all you ever did was put away 50 bucks a month, you'd have over $575,000 at the age of retirement. You know what the average American actually has at the age of retirement? Less than $20,000 because they didn't plan or they failed to plan for when they got old. Don't let that be you.
That sounds super complicated and stuff, but it's real easy. When you're 18 and you got a job with a paycheck, go to the bank, talk to a representative there at the bank, and just start putting some money away, and they will help guide you to the best financial situation or solution for you.
Because we're not going to tell you how to do that, because we're not licensed bankers. We're going to leave that part to the professional. We just want you to know about it so that you're aware of it, and hopefully you go do it.
Potential mistake numero 5. Overusing financing. A good rule of thumb, if you can't pay for it in cash, you don't need to buy it. Monthly payments start to add up. $50 for the new iPhone, $40 for a mattress, $60 a month for your MacBook Pro. You know, all of those payments alone right there add up to money that you're going to have to pay in addition to everything else. This will help you from nickel and diming yourself to death. Sometimes there's interest on those payments too, so that $1,000 Mac is all of a sudden going to cost $1,300 just because you wanted to do payments on it.
Mistake to avoid number 6, being a fake baller.
Listen up, Brad and Chad. This one's for you.
Don't go out buying new clothes all the time. You don't need a new outfit of the day all the time.
OOTD. It's more like OOTM, outfit of the month.
You wearing the same thing all month?
I wash it.
You won't.
You right.
Also, when you go out with your friends, don't pay for all their coffee and food or whatever it is just because you want to go hang out. Be smart.
Be like your friends that won't pay for the stuff that you have to go and pick up and pay for their food because they want to hang out.
Yeah, don't
be like them. Be the poor friend.
Yeah, don't be a chump. And lastly, just because something new and exciting comes out doesn't mean you have to go buy it right away. Get by with what you already have. Don't be like him and my wife that as soon as the new iPhone comes out, they have to go buy it the same day, or these fancy cool AirPods. I mean, they are cool, but I mean, they're expensive.
I'm a grown-up. Potential Mistake number 7. Not having an emergency fund. Hopefully, if and when something happens, your mommy or your daddy or both of them can help save you if something happens. But if you're in a situation like I was, my mom and dad couldn't help. So this is for you. It's important to always have at least $1,000 in savings. The goal is to have 3 to 6 months worth of bills saved up, but start with $1,000 and move up from there.
Mistake number 8 to avoid: living on credit cards. Do not use your credit cards for things you can't afford, right? If you start living beyond your means, you're going to be an idiot and be like the rest of America who is in debt and broke. And you're going to end up like that other 94% when you're retired who has to keep working or you can't afford to get by or whatever. Don't let that be you, right? The only time you should even use a credit card during an emergency is if you didn't have an emergency fund, like Felipe talked about, and you had to get by and float through and pay your bills or whatever until you got another job, right? But that's going to ruin your life for a while until you can pay that back on top of all your other bills and finally get caught up.
It sucks to not have everything you want, but it sucks more to be stressed out and broke because you can't pay all your bills. Don't mess up your 30s because you weren't smart in your 20s. If you liked our video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. And in the comments below, let us know if you've seen any 20-year-olds make some mistakes that we should add to our list.
And share this video with them for sure.